So our 2022 Stack Transformation Challenge has finally come to an end, and we were blown away, by how many people had signed up. We had a little over 300 people sign up, and going through the results was extremely hard to pick a winner. There was some amazing transformations, and it was only an 8-week time frame.
And our whole mission here with the Transformation Challenge was just to be a place where we saw the beginning of the year, everybody's motivated for a change, and this is where we wanted to provide resources and values and just give everything we could back to the people and incentivize them to really capitalize on this time of, making those changes, not just for the physical, but the mental aspect as well. So if you are finding yourself in a place where you're struggling with weight loss or just making those changes, watch these videos. We've had some incredible stories come through. The transformations are super inspiring, and we are just thrilled that so many people took part in the challenge and that so many people gained knowledge and resources that allow them to move forward in the future. Thank you to everybody who participated in the challenge, and congrats to our winners.
I think what kept me from starting the challenge was just feeling really discouraged. We had a lot of changes last year. I had a new baby, we bought a new house, a lot of things happened all at once, and I just let my health and personal choices just go by the wayside.
I started the challenge because I wanted to get back in shape. I wanted to do it for myself, and mainly just get back into losing weight and being on track with my nutrition. I also stayed motivated because I have a community that I go to for CrossFit. They encourage me every single day.
Motivation for me to start really, in all honesty, was getting out of breath trying to tie my shoes. You have to tie one, take a break, and start the other one. So what kept me from starting was honestly self-discipline. About 10 years ago, I lost 70 pounds, got really in shape, felt great. I went from 260 to 190. Life got in the way, and I put it all back on plus some. But in our line of work, it's very physically taxing, and things were becoming harder to do as I'm inching towards 40.
Some of the challenges I faced before was I was a single father for a long time, for about 20 years. And when you're trying to raise a son by yourself, it's hard to, working full time. It's hard to be disciplined with everything. And then job-wise, I always had to work full time. And there was always an excuse for the most part, until one day I just got tired of looking at myself, to be honest with you. Well, I looked in the mirror and I'm like, what the heck happened? I played football in college. I weighed 227 and now I'm walking around 286. And it was just time to make a change.
The biggest thing I gained was more determination to actually make changes, not just to go to the gym once a week and call it good, but to actually get up 4:30, 4:45 every morning, get to the gym before the kids wake up, make those healthy choices throughout the day.
There'd be days I didn't want to work out. I'd pull up in the parking lot, and in the past, before this contest, there's been times I'd pull up in the parking lot and come up with every excuse in the world not to work out. And these times I would just still make those excuses, but still go in, and those would be some of my best workouts of the week.
If I need to do 2 workouts a day, I can go walk on my lunch break, and then go to CrossFit after work. So it's just the time and how you make your time.
Another thing that was really motivating for me was coming in and doing the in-body scans and getting to see those numbers go down and getting to see the graphs and getting to see, I am making progress.
Biggest thing I gained was honestly how easy it really is to make this a lifestyle without being restricting.
I stayed motivated primarily with the accountability of it, knowing that I was coming in weekly for my weigh-ins, and I wanted to prove it to myself that I could keep going in the direction that I had been going. But when I'd come in and do the in-body scans, I would see areas where it was improving. I was noticing my clothes were fitting better. I was sleeping better at night. I was just overall feeling better. I used to always get hung up on the weight, always, because it wasn't moving the way I wanted to. But doing the challenge and doing the in-body and then seeing the way my clothes are fitting me differently, every time I go to put on a smaller size pants, they kind of slide on and fit.
And once you start seeing those results, it becomes addicting. You know, you drop 10 pounds or your sleeves get tighter and you're like, okay, it's happening. And for me, it's not about, I don't care how good I look. You know, that's not the motivation at all. I can only win at the end of this. I can only feel and look better. So
honestly, I had someone tell me, well, you can't win. There's no way you're going to win. And with my mentality, I'm going to try to prove somebody wrong. And I'm like, you know, worst case scenario, I'll make a better me. And it was great for me.
Work became easier, focus became easier, things just, you know, it had an impact on every aspect of my life. My boys are at the age where they need a good father figure, so it's, you know, me being clear-headed and I can be a better example for those guys.
Knowing that they were here and helping me stay accountable and wanted me to succeed as much as I wanted myself to succeed was incredible.
Well, the meals and the advice and the supplementation. There were a lot of things that I just didn't know about. And I could come in, you know, there were times I'd come in here and not buy a thing and just ask for advice and get the advice I needed. You know, it's been huge. You know, there's no way I could have done it without the advice.
Stacked, the impact they had, man, it was just Dalton and those guys, everybody's just so nice. You come in and, you know, they chat with you, they remember you, they talk to you about things, and there's no pushy sales. You know, you don't try to sell people stuff they don't need. Sell them stuff that helps them. And really, the meal plans were the best. You know, Dalton sat down with me, we worked out the macros and everything, and hitting those numbers is really that made all the difference.
So one thing that we've learned by all these amazing transformations and talking to people about everything that they've overcame during this transformation is everybody has their own struggles. And a lot of people started with a lot of friends and they were the only ones left. The people that won, and not just an actual winner, but actually won for themselves, you know, they got to the goal that they wanted to get at. They made a ton of progress. But the big thing, they took action. There's never gonna be a perfect time. There's never gonna not be struggles. Life is always gonna come at you hard, but you have to learn how to overcome those and get results anyway. So action, action, action.
Do you know my name? Do you know my name?